I got two more topics. I'm gonna get into these new girls, these the girlies. Okay, Normani. Normani, why we cursing out? Why are we cursing out fans? Let's get into it, y'all. So Normani, she had time today, and some people were talking about her on Twitter, and she made a response. Now I'm gonna read some of these tweets. I don't have the photo of them, but like I said, you can find them on they're all on social media because a lot of people are talking about it. So somebody said, no idea where Normani's motivation, no pun intended, has gone, but I just don't see the same. Why did somebody block that? I just don't see the same from her. Before y'all start with the depression stuff, don't go there. And then somebody said, this is what happens when you gotten comfortable and you're not hungry anymore, right? Now, these were the tweets. Now, Normani responded and said, girl, just shut the F up. She really cut the little clever retorts or anything like that. She told you to shut the F up. Okay. And Twitter came for her. Okay. Twitter was like, whoa. A lot of people were making tweets in response to her. And they basically were just saying, we don't want to wait a whole year for you to just drop one song. You know what I'm saying? Normani is the type of person that will drop music. She'll tease some music, and then she'll drop that shit months, maybe a year later, right? And I think that the fans are kind of complaining about that. What's going on? What is going on in these comments? But no, the fans are starting to complain. And I think that her responding to these tweets or whatever, I see where she's coming from, and I see that I can understand her frustration when it comes to, hey, look, we know that she's with RCA, and she's not able to drop the music that she will want to. I'm sure she wants to drop the music. I really feel like it's her label telling her, well, no, this isn't the right time. We got to wait until so-and-so and so-and-so's run is done so we can drop yours. And it's just always, her stuff always gets pushed back. And that's the same thing that SZA's going through now when it comes to her music, because she really doesn't have to drop a new album because her previous album is still kind of killing it. And they don't want to drop her new stuff and it overshadow the old. So whatever. I think that a lot of people are blaming Normani because she is the face, but that's the RCA curse. Exactly. It's not her. And I think she's getting fed up, and I understand. So I have an understanding of her response, because people was like, oh my goodness, why is she doing that? That's no way to respond. That's no way to respond. Okay. I mean, keep some decorum. I definitely feel like you need to keep a little ounce of, because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to fuck with the general public. I know that firsthand, being a content creator. When you make a bad take, people are at your damn throat. Okay. So when you mess with the general public, people will just start divesting in you, right? And I think that's I know Black Tea Blog said that on their page. Shout out to them. I love her page. But when you start coming for people and you start acting it's just not. It wasn't a good look. But when you're fed up and it's the heat of the moment, and I know sometimes I'll be looking at my comments too. I'm just putting myself in her shoes, and I have no idea what it's like to be an artist and that much of fame. But when I see some comments that's out the way, I be wanting to curse these people, and sometimes I do. But I think now I've learned to take the high road, because it's just not. It doesn't give. It's not giving. But let me read some of these comments. They do that to all artists and been doing it for decades. Yeah, they do it to everybody. She been hanging out with Cardi too much. No, she really has. I mean, look, I don't want to get into, but don't get into a space where you responding to everything, because everything. But see, also, like I said in the beginning, Normani, she responded to these tweets. They didn't tag her. She wasn't tagged. And some people are saying that she's looking up her name into things to see if people are saying negative things about her, so she can come at her and then people can post about it and talk about it. they saying she's like trying to create her own buzz or whatever. I'm just, girl, I mean, what? I mean, that's what celebrities do. She's a celebrity, you know. She's, you know, we want to keep staying in the limelight. And that's another problem, is that people forget these artists are human too, and they're human, yeah. And that's why I'm kind of on both sides. You know, if you know me, I always ride the fence. Okay, I can understand how Normani could be. It's a little unprofessional and kind of like, you know, to tell somebody to shut the f up. Especially if it comes from a place of concern, and I think that's how we'll segue into the Chloe situation in a minute. But like, if it comes with malice, then of course, you know, it's the heat of the moment. Shut that up. It's whatever. But yeah, these people are human too. I think people need to understand that. And I hope that whatever she got going on with her music, I want to see her win. Like I really do want to see her win. I loved Wild Side. You know, it was a good little bop for a little minute. I want to see what more she has to offer, and I know she's talented. She should have been the Beyonce of Fifth Harmony. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that Camila Cabello. That girl was a one-trick pony, and we know that now, because what's she doing now? Yeah, they really need to filter out the negativity. They need to do it like Beyonce. Yeah, where they don't respond to nothing. Yeah, Beyonce does that well. She's like, but she like the only, or like, people said some god awful shit about Beyonce, her children. She didn't say a word, and let the music speak for itself. Because I think when you start to respond to, like, and people start to notice that shit, like, people be like, you know what, now I'm definitely gonna shit on you every time you come out with music, even if it's good. I'm still shit on you because you acting this type of way. I don't know. I think that people that are not celebrities, like, that are fans or whatever, they have this agency like, oh well, you can't be acting like that. Like, now I'm about to cancel you for this or whatever. It's weird. I mean, don't fight, but I will say this: don't fight the general public, because the general, you know, it's all of them against you. Anyway, let's move on to my final topic, which, you know, will segue into Chloe, because Chloe had a similar situation this week. Okay, so first of all, there we go. First of all, why y'all saying she making Empire music? I'm so sick of y'all. I'm sick of people on social media. Not Empire music, because you know that music on there was corny as shit. Okay, let's be very clear. So Chloe, so she shares a snippet of like her, I guess, a new song that she's supposed to be dropping. Child, I'm gonna play a snippet of it. Let me go ahead and come on. Let me go ahead and share this screen. I'm gonna play like 5 seconds of it, because you know, Parkwood Entertainment, please don't delete this shit. Don't delete my damn video. Okay. Okay, that's all I'm playing, because, you know, they will sit there and shut down this live. So she appears to be rapping. A lot of people saying that it's too busy. It sounds like 6 different songs matched into one. Kind of saying the same thing. It's not authentic. It's not her. She's, you know, trying to figure out herself and stuff, and it just ain't working. And she made a response to people saying she make Empire music. She said, "Yeah, I make Empire music, and what about it?" She also made a response to on Twitter. She said, "First, I can't sing. She said, first is I can't sing. Now it's I need to go back to singing. You can't please everybody, so do what you want that makes you happy. When I first teased Have Mercy, it was hated, and it just became platinum." Okay, now, but why she rapping? That's what I'm saying too. I don't think that this shit. And I have to be honest, because at the end of the day, look, I don't know what she goes through I don't know what an artist goes through when making music. Like, you have to make stuff that thousands of people are gonna have to like. And when you do these tests, you put this music out there, you know, and it's experimental, because it's definitely the shit that she's been putting out is very experimental, and it's just not her lane. which is okay. You know, I'm all for experimenting. Hell, Beyonce experimented with Renaissance and it worked. But certain shit just don't be working. And this whole rapping thing, and then you using these little background noises and different clips and samples and stuff like that, it is not good, my opinion. And there's some people that like it, but it's just not hitting. And I think my working theory of what's going on, I think that she is realizing, because that's why, you know, she's getting a lot of, she's responding to a lot of shit. She's realizing that this type of music ain't working for her, and I think that it's a little bit too late, because she done already taped, like, or recorded a lot of things. But I don't know what y'all saying in the comments, child. It was like 2 seconds and you were already tired of it. Wait, what? Not Empire music and the Soulja Boy voice. Oh, I'm just now looking at these comments, child. Y'all is over here kikiing. I don't know how to feel about it. Like I just feel like, you know, when it was Chloe and Holly, like, it was very much in sync. Yes, they didn't get the accolades that they wanted from Ungodly Hour, but it was a critically acclaimed album. This album sounded good. And it wasn't over. And I'm not trying to be a conservative at all. I ain't no conservative. Do what you want. Okay. The sexual themes was done naturally. You get what I'm saying? It felt real. It felt like it was them. I feel like Chloe now, I mean, she's experimenting. She's trying to find herself. I'm all about sex positivity or whatever, but like, if it look, I just need it to look a little real. That's just my thing. That's me. And the music is just, I don't know. I don't know what she's dropping. I don't know what type of music she's doing right now, but it's we're gonna have to find that wave. We're gonna have to find that lane, okay? And then I don't know, child. We need our singers to sing. And my thing is this, like, and when she was like, "Oh, first is I can't sing," I'm like, girl, who said you can't sing? Who had been saying that? Like, I mean, we heard your plastic off the couch cover. Like, come on now. Like, we know you can sing. We want vocals. And I think that's what people want. It's this hip hop infused type music, which it worked kind of with Have Mercy, because she was singing. But it's not, but the other stuff is just, it is starting to sound just a little like you trying to be a rapping singer. You trying to be a Drake or some shit, or a Chris Brown. Cause you know Chris Brown, child, he be trying to rap and sing at the same time, child. It don't be working. Just my opinion. That's how I feel about that. But I don't know, guys. It's like I said, with Normani, I want to see her win, because we all were rooting for her. Let's be clear. When she said that she was going to take this solo career, and we found out that Beyonce, she was like one of Beyonce's artists or whatever. I think Beyonce signed her or something like that. Don't quote me. Like, we was like, oh my God, like she about to take over where Beyonce left off. Like, let's be clear. I don't know. I mean, it's just not fitting well. It's not fitting well. Like, even when we talk about Beyonce when she first came out with her solo career, like it just fit like a perfect glove. Like, it just worked for some reason. It just, I don't know. Maybe it just works for certain people, but I don't know. Chloe just has to figure it out. But Chloe barely pulls it off, though. She pull it off. Like, she looked good. Like, the costume, let me not say costume, but the outfits, the looks, the makeup, the hair, you know, I love the set design when it comes to her videos. It looks great. Music-wise, though, I don't know. I really don't know. When it comes to the music, that's where it kind of lacks. And I'm just being honest.